Welcome back in at 5. A short time ago, we learned 2 people were injured during yesterday's lockdown at the Naval Academy. 1 midshipman was shot in the shoulder. This is Naval Security Forces were attempted to clear the buildings and dorm rooms there. A member of the force was also hurt. WJZ Live in Annapolis, Tara Lynch has been on this story from the very beginning since it all unfolded last night. And she joins us now to explain both those wounded are out of the hospital. Tara.
Rick, that's the good news this afternoon, is that both the midshipman who was shot in the shoulder as well as the member of the Naval Security Force treated and released from nearby hospitals. We don't yet know exactly what led up to both of them getting injured yesterday afternoon during that lockdown. The Naval Academy clarified there was no active shooter on the campus. Now an investigation underway led by the NCIS.
We don't know exactly what's going on. We just hear the announcement. We hear cop cars. We hear helicopters.
Video from a helicopter overhead shows some of the chaos during the lockdown at the Naval Academy grounds Thursday. This video shows someone being taken out of the base on a stretcher, then airlifted to an area hospital. The Naval Academy confirms a midshipman was shot in the shoulder as Naval Security Forces cleared the buildings and rooms. A member of the Naval Security Force was also hurt. Both were released from the hospital.
A security officer was going through room by room, and that's when the incident occurred. But again, non-fatal, going to make a full recovery.
Congresswoman Elfreth says an investigation into what triggered the lockdown is ongoing and why the midshipman was shot in the first place.
I've heard the same thing about, somewhere off campus threats were being made online, and out of an abundance of caution, I believe the Naval Academy went into lockdown. And Bancroft Hall is a really big building, so it took a long time to clear. And there are, thousands of midshipmen that they had to account for. There were midshipmen out on boats on the water doing training. They were able to seek shelter.
The tension was felt by neighbors near the academy in Annapolis after what's been a challenging week nationwide.
Hear an announcement, and then there's, I think, some young college students living right there. They get announcements on their phones, and they're saying lockdown and please go inside. So we do go inside for a little bit, lock the doors.
I think this week has just caused a lot of unrest, with folks, a lot of concern. People are very political, polarized, but I think as a country we just need to come together.
Elfreth says there needs to be a review of the lockdown procedures moving forward to make sure something like this doesn't happen again.
Were our lockdown procedures the right ones? What went wrong? What went well? How do we do this better in the future? Because unfortunately, we're living in a time where bomb threats to campuses are an almost everyday occurrence.
I'm told the Naval Academy superintendent was at shock trauma with the injured midshipman earlier today. Visitation at the Naval Academy has been suspended on Friday as that investigation continues. For now, reporting live on your corner in Annapolis, Tara Lynch, WJZ.